morning. Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, May 30th, 2012. The estimate of insured losses for that Italian seismic activity yesterday has sharply increased now. There were two aftershocks, that's how they're technically being called. One was a 5.8 and the other one was a 5.6 that occurred yesterday. They're aftershocks to the larger 6.0 quake, which occurred on May 20th. However, now, the damage estimate by the modeling firm EcoCat is all the way up to 700 million euros. That's approximately $800 million US. At least 16 people have been reported killed. Apparently, direct and facultative insurers are bracing themselves for substantial loss notifications as a result of these increased estimates. More than a dozen people, a number of homeless people in the area has now risen to 14,000. An industrial facility is reported to have collapsed in the city of Medola, and there's also a factory in the city of San Felice, which has also been destroyed. Yesterday in California, in the suburbs of Los Angeles, 30 miles from Malibu, at about 10:15 Pacific time, there was a 4.1 earthquake. That's about 50 miles from downtown Los Angeles. In the last 10 days, there have been no earthquakes of a magnitude 3.0 and greater centered nearby, so this probably is just one spike. In Britain, things are getting a little bit hot now for Prime Minister David Cameron. This morning it was revealed that police have indicated that the ex-top media aide to Mr. Cameron has been arrested on charges of perjury. It's the latest case now tied to allegations of wrongdoing by British tabloid newspapers. This would be Andrew Coulson. He's a former editor of one of Rupert Murdoch's news magazines, who had quit as the Prime Minister's communications director last year amid revelations over phone hacking. In New Mexico now, there's a fire that has not been attracting too much attention, but at some point today it's going to become the largest fire in the history of the state. It already is the largest fire in the United States. This is the Whitewater Baldy Complex fire in New Mexico. It's burned about 152,000 acres already in a 3.3 million acre Gila National Forest area. More than 1,100 people have been fighting the lightning spark fire. It's taking up significant firefighting resources from the rest of the country. Turkey is reporting that the natural gas pipeline from Azerbaijan that runs through Turkey exploded this morning. Work was being done, maintenance work was being done, but the Turkish gas pipeline company BOTAŞ said they do not know the cause of the fire. They do say, though, that it's going to be out now for 10 days. There's a contract that outlines the delivery of 233 billion cubic feet of gas from Azerbaijan every year through this pipeline. Just parallel to it is a British petroleum pipeline that runs about the same route that's unaffected, and oil is flowing through that. The European Commission weighed in this morning against French President Francois Hollande's plan to overspend to try to spur growth. Said that he needs to be a little bit wary on that. They also said that Spain had a long way to go to restore market confidence. Armed with new powers now to police national budgets, the Commission, which is the executive body for the European Union, also stepped up its call for further economic integration, including the introduction of Eurobonds that would make President Hollande happy. They also said that Greece has to tighten its austerity belt. French investigators have said that the final report for the causes of the crash of Air France Flight 447 in the South Atlantic several years ago are going to come out on July 5th. That plane crashed on June 1st, 2009. You may recall that preliminary reports have indicated a very chaotic cockpit scene. And a senior Iranian military official admits now that Iran's oil industry was briefly affected by a powerful computer virus that has unprecedented data snatching capabilities and can eavesdrop on computer users. The head of an Iranian military unit in charge of fighting sabotage said today that Iranian experts had found and defeated the flame virus. The oil industry was the only government body affected, and all problems had been resolved. Well, no comment. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.